Yes, Burhan, what's your question? Okay, let's continue. You can come back if you want. Here's a question. As we have the verb to be. Okay, so this is the present tense for kana. Again, you guys need to memorize this. أنا أكون نحن نكون. So this is the first person. Singular. Singular. Yes.
He used to go kana yadhabu, and they used to kanu yazhabu.
Yes. That's correct. Yeah. Okay, so أنا أكون نحن نحن نكون. You could tell from here as well. So if you go to plural and first person, it should tell you plural and first person nakuna. Nahnu anta takuna. So if you go to a singular and if you go to second person, it's anta takuna, antuma takunani, antum takununa, anti takunina. Yeah, anti takunina, antuma takunani, antum takununa. So huwa yakunu, huma yakunani, hum yakununa, hiya takunu, hiya takunani, hunna yakunna. So all these are there. Sorry, just say antunna takunna. I'm not sure if I mentioned them in order, but basically I'll just write them down on the phone for you and you guys have to memorize it. Any questions on this? So again, this is the verb to be. So this is the imperfect for kana. Again, you have to memorize this, otherwise there's no other way basically. And they're quite similar to kataba yaktubu. So that scale will help you, but it's slightly different because this, like I said, verb to be is not a normal verb. It's called known as weak verb. Because it's weak verb, its scale is a bit different. So I think this is what Burhan was asking. I think it's gone now.
So I'm here, sir.
Okay, let me explain this and maybe answer your question. I can't remember what you're asking. So the future perfect is expressed by using the imperfect. So if you want to say, for example, Zaid will have written. So you're talking about future. So you not say Zaid will write. You say Zaid will have written. So if you you are talking about future, but you're talking in perfect, future perfect, right? Zaid will have written. So the way you do it is you use the imperfect of kana, and then you use the perfect of the verb, other verb. Zaid will have written. Yakunu Zaidun kataba. Or you can say Yakunu Zaidun kat kataba. Is that what you're asking, Burhan?
I think Sudesh or somebody clarified it. I was asking about the perfect continuous perfect. For example, past perfect, what we discussed was past continuous. Sorry, past continuous we discussed kana yaktubu, kana azhabu.
Yes.
So zahab, then present continuous. Then she explained that azhabu.
Oh, I am going. Yes.
Yeah, I am going azhabu. If I'm using the word, I am going kullayom there every day. So that's how it is. That was clarified, and this is also something new.
So when you say azhabu kulla yawm, it means I go every day. It's not I am going every day. That's
Yes.
that's habitual, right? If you say azhabu, it means present. I am going. So if you want to call it present continuous or whatever, but but that's what it means. So you could kind of divide present into continuous and habitual, like I suppose. If you say azhabu,
Yes.
it means
I
I
am
am going. And if you say azhabu kulla yawmin, it means I go every day.
Mhm. If I have to add, I will be going. I will be going.
Yes. So azhabu can mean I will be going. So if you say azhabu gadan, because you said
I will go.
gadan means tomorrow, it means I will go tomorrow.
Okay.
Or if you when you say I will, say it again.
Yeah, I will be going. I will be going there every. I will be going there every day, kind of.
So
I'm going. No, but I will be going there for 1 month, for example.
so azhabu kulla yawmin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be this one, right? Yep. Have to go like that. I will be going.
I can't hear you, Nadir.
Akuno. It should be akuno, no? If I will be going, then it should be akuno.
I will be
Ashab.
The one we read just now.
no. So if you use yakunu zaidun kataba, so this is the past with the past tense. It means if you say yakunu zaidun kad zahaba, it means Zaid will have gone, not Zaid will go. If you say Zaid will go, you will say
Zaid will be going. It's like in the top.
so yazhabu Zaidun.
Yes, who's that? Zaid is going.
Yeah, I don't think there's a difference between saying Zaid will go or Zaid will be going.
Yakunu.
No, there's no need for yakunu.
But it's
Yeah.
written he will be,
Yeah.
right? In the he will be. For yakunu, it will be he will be. So he will be going then yakunu.
Why do you need yakunu?
Because why they translate yakunu as he will be?
He will have gone. Perfect. Future perfect. He will have gone. Yakunu as
So here,
Sir,
yes.
sir, can we assume that yakunu or this scale is used when you're assuming something he must have done it already? So we can say that this scale is used for that. Like you're assuming that so and so person must have done it, or he must have done it.
No. So the thing is, we can't separate kana yakunu and then separate the other verb. These verbs, when we mentioned, for example, when kana comes with the imperfect, it means past continuous or past habitual, like here, right? We can't say kana by alone, which it means perfect or imperfect. These would mean past continuous when they're combined together, when there's combination. That's the key. Combination is the key. If the combination like past tense of kana and then imperfect of another verb, it would mean past continuous. So he was going, or or past habitual, like kana yazhabu lisuki kulla sabahin. He used to go to the market every day. Used to go to the market, so it becomes habitual. So then we said, if you wanna say. Then obviously future, if you say future, we don't need kana, right? So if you want to say he will go or he will be going, you just say sa yadhabu or sofa yadhabu, right? He will be going, right? So yadhabu. So you don't need kana yakunu. This is the future continuous. If you say of future, you don't need that. We only use kana again when we want to say future perfect. Future perfect. So when do we use kana or kana yakunu? So we use it in two instances, right? What are the two instances? We use kana with the perfect imperfect verb when we are talking about, number one, either past continuous, or we're talking about past habitual, right? Then we use kana with the perfect imperfect. Yakunu we use it with the perfect. So yakunu Zaidun Zahaba, for example. This is for future perfect. Do you guys know what future perfect means? So Zaid will have gone, or Zaid will have written. So we're talking about future, but we're talking about perfect. So Zaid will have written, which means Zaid will have completed the writing.
Yeah,
So,
at a particular time, still in future, we're talking about a particular time in future.
yes, exactly. So if you say, if you go tomorrow, Zaid will have written the letter, for example, right? Or you know, you could see the context yourself. So if you say, oh, I'm going to go to meet him tomorrow, you could say, oh, he will have gone by tomorrow. So this is again, you're talking about future, we're talking about tomorrow, but you're saying by tomorrow at that time, the action would have been completed. So this is called future perfect. Perfect means completion. Obviously, future means future. Imperfect, again, it means incomplete. And like a perfect means complete. Does that make sense? Any questions? If you guys are confused, tell me now. I'll explain it because it's very important. Nilofer, does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Farhana,
Yes, sir.
you sure?
Yes, sir.
Sudais? Can you understand?
Yeah.
Does you understand? Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this next part is it's just telling you about the Hamza. It's about how to write Hamza. Okay, I'm not sure if this. So I'll quickly go through some of it, and the rest of it you guys can read yourself, basically. So when it comes at the end, the last letter, it just tells you, you just write Hamza like this. Juz'un, juz'an, juz'in. So here there's obviously alif after it, but this is alif of convention, because when the word is accusative and when it's indefinite, when he has tanween, he just write alif at the end. When we write he as part of a something else, so there's another word joining to it, like here it's there's a attached pronoun who, then if you write if it's nominative, we write on top of wow, so we write it like this, juz'uhu. When it's accusative, we write here on top of the like this, Hamza like this, and when it's kasra, we write it like this. So this is like a ya, right? So the way, effectively, easier way to remember is here what we're doing is we're writing Dhamma normally is convenient while for waw. So that's why we write it like this. Fatha is a convenient while for alif or Hamza. That's why we're writing like this. And Kasra is a convenient while for ya normally. So the rest of it you guys could read yourself. This is a homework. Everybody needs to read it. It doesn't mean don't read it, okay? So here it gives example daw'un, daw'uhu, because there's a dhamma here, it's written over waw. Here there's fatha, like I mentioned. Here it is kasra, so it's written under ya. So again, this is the last letter, because last there's nothing after it, then it's written simply as like this. When it's written as part of attached pronoun is attached to it, we write yes like this over waw because it's convenient for a waw, and so forth. In the letter type,
The words from previous exercise, I guess, isn't it? The thou and him.
Yeah, these are all previous words. These are just telling you how to write with Hamza.
We did not know how to just tell the genitive or the accusative form, but over here they are mentioning it.
Yes. Here is just telling you how to write it with Hamza. You know, all he's telling you is Hamza, when do you write it like this? When do you write it like this? When do you write it like this? That's what it's telling you basically. So what he's saying to you is when the Hamza is the last letter of the word, there's no attached pronoun or anything like that. We just simply write it like this, right? So whether it's Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra, doesn't matter. We write it like this. It's telling you when it comes in the middle, when there's like attached pronoun after it, we write it like on top of the vav. If it's nominative, because Dhamma is the convenient vowel for vav. And if it comes as kasra, so if he says ma'a wuzara'ihim, so it'll be like ma'a wuzara'ihim, like this. That's all it is. So vocabulary is mana'a yamna'u. See, this is tali fatha here. It's not. So when he says fatha, it means the second radicals will be like that. Yamna'u. Does that make sense, or do you need to write it down? Zahab ba yazhabu. Again, it tells you in the bracket. It tells you the imperfect vowel for the second radical. Jama'a yajma'u. Qata'a. So mana'a means to hinder or prevent. And he says if you want to say from, so if he says he prevented from eating, you're going to use an, from. You're not going to use min, you're going to use an with this verb. Because certain verbs, they take certain prepositions with them to mean certain things. Zahaba means to go, and it's imperfect is yazhabu. Jama'a means to gather, to collect. Yajma'u is imperfect. Qata'a means to cut. Yaqta'u means imperfect. Rafa'a.
What is this star after Zahaba? After Samia, this star after
I don't know. It doesn't say. No, I don't know. Maybe it does. It doesn't mention. I can't see. If you guys could see, just let me know. Rafa'a yarfa'u, to raise or lift. Sami'a, look, Sami'a, yasma'u, to hear. La'iba, to play. Yal'abu, to amila, ya'malu, to work. Hamala yahmilu, to carry. Jalasa yajlisu, to sit. Ghasala yaghsilu, to wash. So it's all telling you everything in imperfect in brackets. Kasara yaksiru, to break. Hasiba yahsibu, to estimate or to reckon. Balagha yablughu, to reach. We done balagha already. Again, it's just telling you the imperfect now. Hadara yahduru, to attend. Dakhala yadkhulu, to enter. Darasa yadrusu, to study. Sakana yaskunu, to live, dwell, inhabit. So if you want to say, you could either say with fi, or you could use it as direct object. So you could say askunu fil Saudiya masalan, like if you're fi Pakistan, or you could say askunu Pakistan na, like you could use it with the place you live in. You could use it as a direct object, or you could use fi. Talaba yatlubu, so it's dhamma now, right? To demand or request. Karuma yakrumu. So what's the special bad thing, this verb, do you think, what I mentioned?
Second letter has.
No, what's the specialty of the verb, the form?
Dhamma remains the same.
Karuma ikononia dhamma is also intransitive. It will not have an object, direct object. It doesn't need direct object. It's sufficient with just subject. It fulfills. Kabura yakburu. So even here, if it doesn't give you Dhamma, you should know it's Dhamma, because that's the only possibility it has to be or become big or old. Shay'un, ashya'un, I've done plural, broken plural. Juz'un, ajza'un, a part, broken plural again. Ibun, a burden. A'ba'un, a burden, that's a broken plural. Daw'un, light. Adwa'un, lights, plural, broken plural, or brightness. Bad'un, beginning. Bana'an ala, in accordance with Allahu, God. Allahu, right?
But to break yaksuru, we read maksurun, right? In the first chapter, broken.
Which one?
Maksurun. In the first chapter, we al-finjanu maksurun, we like broken the cup.
Yes.
But maksurun is doesn't come under this imperfect verb, right? It comes under different verb definition. Maksurun. Like here to break, and yaksurun will be the imperfect, but maksurun comes under which scale? Like kasara, yeah, this one, the one on the top.
This one.
Yeah.
This is like a noun. This is not a verb. The glass is broken.
Yeah.
I think broken is maksur. Kasara yaksiru, I think it's like that.
Kasara means
break,
or yaksuru means it is breaking, or it will break. Maksurun is just a noun.
Ah, it's a noun. Okay.
It is broken. So if you say the watch is broken, there's no verb, there's no action going on.
Okay.
Means or. So when you use, it normally comes with a question. So if you have a question starting with hal or a, you can use So you say hal anta waladun rajulun. Are you a boy or a man? Or you could use la as well, which means or not. It means or as well, but la means if you use it with la, it means or not. Dukhanun means smoke or tobacco. Shariba dukhanan, it means to smoke. Okay, so if you want to say I smoked, you say sharibtu dukhanan. So
smoke also shariba.
But only if you use with if you use it with dukhan. If you use it with smoke, it would mean smoke. I think it's because the action is similar. So when you drink, you take a sip. When you smoke, you kind of take a puff in as well. So maybe it's something to do with that. But shariba doesn't mean smoke by itself. It has to become with dukhanan. Ghadan means tomorrow. Hakun means right. Broken hakukun. Hammalun is a porter. People who do to make like cutlery and stuff. Himlun is a load. Ahmalun, broken plural. Bada zahri, in the afternoon. The afternoon, in the afternoon, right? So translate that carefully. It could also mean ba'da zahri. So ba'da means after. Ba'da zahri. Together means in the noon. Fi sabahi, in the morning. Or if you could just say sabahan. So if you just say sabahan, it also mean in the morning. Or you could say fi sabahi. Masa'an, it means in the evening by itself, or you could say fil masa'i. Laylan means at night. Fil layli means.
Fi asfuri also mean afternoon.
No, ashuri. No, fi zahri. No, you say in the zahri. In the zahri. In the afternoon, yes. Asbu'un means week. Broken plural asabi'u, diptod. Amun means year. A'wamun, plural, broken plural. Another one is sanatun, which means year as well. Hablun, rope. Hibalun, broken plural. Hinama, when. Or hina. Lamma, we already done this. And he tells you here, lamma is only used with perfect, so it's past tense. It means when as well. Let's do the exercise. ماذا يمنعك
I have a request.
Yes.
If we can do the English exercise, because we have a little more time for that, as translating from Arabic to English is a bit easy than translating from English into Arabic.
I want to do some of these because I don't spend too much time on this. I will spend less time on this, but I still want to do this because this is the first step of understanding. So the way it works is, even when you guys do this, and I don't think you guys do this, because when I used to do this, sometimes what I used to do is all these questions, he written it in a way that when you do the English into Arabic, there's a lot of the times you could, if you get stuck here, you can simply come back here and you could find something which will resemble your answer very closely. So this is sort of to get you in practice for doing the second part, English into Arabic. So we'll do some. We're not gonna take too much time, but we'll do some. So it gets into it's kind of, because some of the rules we learned, we just want to apply it first in an easy form, so we know, we understand the rules. Then we go into English into Arabic, because that becomes more complicated and there's a lot more rules which we need to apply from the past as well. And because the thing is, if I do all the questions for you from English into Arabic, then there's for you nothing for you guys to practice either. Farhana, you want to do the first one? ماذا يمنعك عن ذلك بعد ظهري?
Okay, sir. ماذا يمنعك عن ذلك بعد الظهر? So yamna'u means mana, means to prohibit.
To prevent, yes. To
To prevent.
Yeah.
Okay. So what prohibited you about that after the Zohar?
What does it mean after Zohar? We just done this in the afternoon. What is what?
In the afternoon.
What?
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
So translate
After,
this.
Yeah. What prohibited you?
No, this
after?
No. This is perfect. It's not mana'a. It's yamna'u. This is why we're doing Arabic into
What
English
is
first.
prohibiting? Okay, prohibiting.
What is preventing you? Yes.
Preventing you about that in the afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah. After. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we mentioned this is imperfect, so we can't say what prevented you, because that's past. So we say what is preventing you, or what will prevent you. I think here means what will prevent you. Why? Because he's talking about a future but in the afternoon. So he's talking about or it could mean present as well, to be honest. What will prevent you from that after Zohar in the noon, or what is preventing you from that in the afternoon? That's what it will mean. One thing we mentioned before is that the word an is used to mean from, with the verb, when the verb is mana'a yamna'u. Does it make sense? So it's probably will would be better, because we're talking about in the afternoon. It's not saying what is preventing you now, what will prevent you. Second one,
We will use will, or we will use is. What is preventing you from this, or we will use what will prevent you.
So what do you think in the context? What do you think is better?
It's after bad. So
Afternoon, so it's better to use future tense, I guess.
Yes. Okay, so the second one is هل تحمل جزءا. So تحمل means Nilofer, you want to translate this quickly for us? هل تحمل جزءا من ذلك أم لا?
هل do you حمل load
Hamla means to carry.
carry do you carry جزءا a part mean
Yes.
from do you carry a part from ذلك that لا not or not no, or not
So how you translate
you
the full sentence?
do you carry a part of that or not? Do you carry a part?
Yes. So will you carry that part? That part apart from that or not? Or it could mean are you carrying? Are you
Are
carrying?
you
So
carrying?
present or future, or you could say will you carry? Are you carrying or will you carry? Okay.
Will you carry?
So the third one, when I mentioned when it says qalatil ummu like this, the rest of it becomes like speech marks. So it doesn't affect the wording of this. Okay, so number 4. Burhan, you want this? فقال الولد كنت ألعب في الهجرة ووقع شيء من المائدة.
I can try. خالتي الأم للأبناء.
No, not that. Number 4.
Okay.
Number 3 is okay.
Okay. Number 4. Okay. خال الولد. The
فقال, saw the sunset.
sunset. Yeah, the sunset. كنت أبو ألعب في كنت you were in the past you were
You كنت it's not you, it's I. كنت is you.
okay, sorry كنت ألعب I كنت ألعب I was
playing. I was playing.
okay ألعب I was playing في الحجر in the room حجري
هجرتي في الهجرة.
حجرتي
ووقع
ووقع
شيء من المائدة.
Okay, things were there from the I took things from the table.
No, where does it say I took? Where does it say that I took?
Sorry, waqa'a, I'm trying to recall the
It happened.
This I don't know. I can't emphasize you guys remember vocabulary. Waka means to fall.
Like something happened.
Okay. Waqa'a, to fall. Shay'in, things from
Shay, not shay'in, shay. Why shay'in? Why make it genitive?
No, sorry, it's shay'un. Things from the table. The things.
Shay'un is not plural. It's not things.
Shay'un is shay. That's why I was confused.
A thing. Shay'un is thing. A thing.
Okay. A thing. Shay'in.
Or in plural it says you could use something.
Okay.
Something. Waqa'a.
Okay. Fall something like something fall from the table.
Something is the waqa'a past, present, future.
Waqa'a. Fell.
Something fell is past tense. So yes. Min al-ma'idati, from the table.
Yes.
So what does it mean? Kuntu al-abu, I was playing. So kuntu kana is used with the perfect is used kana with imperfect of the verb. Al-abu, it means I was playing.
Okay, kuntu al-abu.
Yeah, kuntu al-abu, I was playing in the room and something fell from the table.
Table.
You know, if he says kuntu al-abu kulla yawmin, it would mean I play. I used to play every day, but he is past continuous. So okay, next 5. سوف يجلس الوزراء أسبوعا بناء على قول الرئيس. So here I'll tell you anyway. يجلس is the future tense, third person. Sofa, Mixi. What does sofa do quickly?
Future.
Future.
Future tense, converse.
Okay, so the wuzara, the ministers the ministers will sit for a week. Asbu'an, it tells you here. So sometimes, you know, we haven't learned how to say for a week, but it tells you here asbu'an, for a week. Bina'an, based on. So this is like object of yajlisu, based on ala qawli ra'isi, on the saying of the president. Ala qawli, you could say speech or saying. Yes, saying is better. So number 6, ghasalatil imra'atu siyabaha. So the imra'atu is the subject. Siyabaha is the object. So the woman washed her garments. Siyabaha fi nahri, in the day. Sabahan, sorry, fi nahri, in the river. In the river, yes, in the river. What does sabahan mean here? What I mentioned? Sabahan means in the morning.
Morning.
Yeah. حسبت همالين كسالى كلهم كان محمد نبيا كبيرا. Okay. So kasala here it tells you is the plural of kaslanu. It means lazy. Okay. So hasibtul hammalina kasala. Here two is the subject. So I considered the porters lazy, all of them. Kana Muhammadun Nabiyyan Kabiran. Muhammad was a big prophet. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So number 9, yakunu du'u shamsi shadidan ba'da zuhri. What do you think that means? The light of the sun will be strong at noon. So here there's no other verb. It just yakun is used. So it just means will be. It means the verb to be, right? It says kana, it means was. Yakunu means will be. Okay, number somebody translate number 1. Sudais, you want to do this? We are students.
So we are
Come on, we don't have time.
no tullabun.
Nahnu
Tullabun.
tulabu. Okay, she a bad connection, I think. Can somebody else continue?
Assalamu alaikum.
Go on, Nazir, finish off.
We are students.
We are students. Nahnu tulabun. We are students and we seek learning. How do you say seek? Talaba, it means the verb means to seek. Talaba yatlubu.
Yatlubu, learning. Learning is
Ilman, we are seeking knowledge, right? And how do you say we are seeking? We seek. We seek is present, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to use natlubu.
Talabna.
Not talabna. Talabna is we sought, past tense.
Okay. Natlibu. Ilman.
Yeah, you were using this imperfect when there was perfect sometimes in